Hi, this is a webinar discussing a benefits planning query, or BPQY, from Social Security. I'm Michelle Fassler, the Vocational Services Team Leader at Places for People and a Certified Benefits Specialist. What is a BPQY? A benefits planning query, or BPQY, provides information about a beneficiary's disability cash benefits, health insurance, scheduled continuing disability reviews, representative payee, work history, and used work incentives. The BPQY is an important planning tool for a beneficiary, benefits counselor, or other person who may be developing services for an individual who wants to start working or stay on the job. The BPQY can supplement information that a benefits specialist, employment specialist, or case manager may obtain from a consumer, may get using the DB 101 online benefits calculator, or other information available through a person's assessment. Specifically, the BPQY can tell us cash benefits, overpayments, Medicare coverage and state payments, trial work period months used, extended Medicare when appropriate, scheduled CDRs or continued disability reviews, past use of work incentives, 1619B status, which makes people eligible for continued Medicaid, which is a work incentive, and ticket to work status. So if we take a look at some sample benefits planning query here, we can learn how not only a benefits specialist may be able to use this information, but a case manager might be able to help a person in planning for work. So here's a sample first page of a BPQY. So here we're able to see the type of benefit that the person is receiving. This person here is receiving both SSI, or Supplemental Security Income, and SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance. We're able to see that this person is receiving the full amount, so they are not paying back an overpayment, and there's no money withheld. We can see here that no others are paid on the record. Sometimes you might get a BPQY back and discover that the person you're working with has a family member that's also paid on the record. This can be very important in planning, particularly if someone has used their trial work period months. So planning forward is very important. I know that this happened to an employment specialist on my team once. We did not know that the person had someone that was being paid on their record, and had we not known that, it could have been potentially very damaging to that person's family life had we not known that, because the person had not told us that someone was being paid. So here we can see that the person is not blind, so we know that they are going to have the work incentives available for a person that is not blind. Those work incentives are different, so we can see there. Now, what is cut off, I don't have the full first page here, is when the continuing disability review is up for both of these programs. Sometimes they are different dates, especially since they have different dates of entitlement here. They would have different dates for their next continuing disability reviews and whether or not the person has a payee. And we'll talk about why whether or not the person has a payee is important in the next following up slides. So here is some more information and how it can be used in benefits planning or just gathering information. So we see here the person has Medicare. So this is a person obviously with SSDI and has Medicare, and the Medicaid is a state determination. So that's for all states, so we don't have Medicaid information here. And then there's a buy-in, so we know that somehow her Medicaid is being paid for, and then we have to figure out what that is. Here's some SSI work exclusions, so we know that those are available. Now, trial work months. So these can be very important. So this person has used 6 months of her trial work activity. So we have to let this person know that she has 3 months left. Now, this report was requested in 2017 and in May of 2017, and we see here that her the start of her trial work activity began in August of 2012. So this person actually had to have some special benefits counseling to know that her 60-month period, it was rolling, so that some of hers might be rolling back on if she didn't use up her months. So she is not seized. Now here's one thing to really note about BPQYs. They are not always correct. So again, this report was requested in 2017, and the SGA level, or substantial gainful activity level, for 2017 is $1,170 a month. This report says the SGA level is $1,130 a month. So if a person just got this report and looked at it, they would have the wrong information. So sometimes these reports do need to be corrected, so they do need to be looked at pretty carefully. The report includes IRS recorded earnings, so you can go back year by year. So that's why this report can also be really helpful for someone that may not remember jobs going back. So it might not give us specific information, but they can remember, oh yes, in 2007, I earned $11,000. I remember what I did that year. So it can be helpful in gathering work information for people. And then it will give us the last 5 years of specific earnings per month. So that was where we were able to work with this person to get the specific months where she used trial work. And you'll see here I've marked those with a T when I went through this report with this person. And again, sometimes these are not always right. So sometimes a person might say, oh, in that month I did this. So you do have to go through this with a person sometimes. And it can help people remember things. So this is the report that you will receive. How do you obtain a BPQY? So beneficiaries, their payees, or authorized representatives can request this report by contacting their local office, by going there and asking for it, or they can call Social Security's toll-free number, 1-800-772-1213, between 7 in the morning and 7 at night, Monday through Friday, and just ask for a BPQY. If someone else other than the beneficiary or rep payee or appointed representative, like a benefits counselor, for example, would like to request the BPQY, they must submit 2 forms, a consent of release for information, which is the SSA 3288 form that have been signed by the beneficiary. One is to release the Social Security records that we see there, and then the other is to release the IRS service earnings that we saw, the annual earnings on each one. Both must contain the Social Security number of the beneficiary or their claim number. So copies are available on the Social Security website at https://www.ssa.gov/online/SSA-3288.pdf. Here is a sample of this form. As you can see, this is filled out. So both signed forms are sent to the local SSA office. This can be done by fax. You have to make sure everything is signed and complete. So the daytime phone number there on the bottom, I have had them returned because someone didn't put their phone number on them before. Everything must be done. Expect the return report in about 1 week. So they can be faxed. My personal preference is I send it attention I just put BPQY request is enclosed, and I get them back faster. So what is included on an information release? So here is the information that is on there. I'm asking for the current monthly benefit amount, the SSI amount, Medicare entitlement, and these other records. So the cash type of benefit, the date of disability onset and entitlement, overpayment, we talked about that. When is the next medical review and the cycle of that? So how many years? So there's 3 different medical cycles. So which cycle is the beneficiary on? Does the person have a payee or authorized representative? Which work exclusions does the person have? Have they used trial work or are they ceased? And then their earnings. And then we also ask the 1619B status, which means are they in non-payment due to wages? And if they were in 1619B status, that would mean they would be still eligible for Medicaid, even though they were earning a high wages. Have they assigned their ticket to work? And if so, they would include their employment network's information and any other specific things. And then I always include this too. What is the disabling condition for which the person received benefits? That is usually not included. So they usually send the canned report, and sometimes they include this other information. If you want more information, it is always okay to ask to include more information. So just to review, a BPQY is an important tool available to beneficiaries from Social Security to assist with benefits planning. It can also be helpful when determining work history and other information as we help people on their journey towards work. A beneficiary, payee, or authorized rep can also obtain a BPQY. Other interested parties, like benefits counselors, can use Form SSA-3288. You may also create your own release forms if your agency has general release forms, but they must include all of the information included on Form SSA-328 or the information that is in Social Security POMS reference. The Social Security POMS is the information manual that Social Security staff use. So this is Social Security POMS. You can find that online, and you would use these 2 references, Social Security POMS 03305.001 and POMS 03320.020. And lastly, always feel free to request more information if it is for the benefit of your client. I hope that if you request a BPQY, you will get all the information you need to help your client succeed in work.